Can you hear us okay, mate? Hello? Can you hear us? Start again. That's right. Can you hear us? Let me just come out and start. So, can you hear us, Flicks?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. I shan't do the intro instead. I'm just going to say, let's go straight in. Welcome to another show. Good evening to you, back again. And I hope you're having a fantastic day in the sunshine. And tonight, I'm going to on with a Tottenham fan, and I've got Flicks with me. Flicks, good evening to you, mate.
Good evening.
Sorry about that. I try to play the intro sort of thing. It's just
no worries.
You know what I mean? It's just the internet problems at the minute sort of thing. So it's so frustrating when it does that. You know what I mean? I want to be absolutely cool on that, and it just hasn't worked sort of thing. So
yeah,
sorry about that.
No worries.
Listen, so thanks for coming on. And guys, if you like the videos, could you please like, subscribe, and smash the likes up as well, and subscribe if you're new. And thank you very much indeed for subscribing, folks. And I've got now 706 subscribers. And I'm so blessed, but thank you very much indeed for that. And yeah, we're going to talk about, excuse me, Flick's team again, Spurs. We had him back in March, and he wanted to come back on again. And his tops is going really well, I believe. So yeah, let's just crack on to it.
That's it, yeah.
The main topic. Yes, how's your shirts going? Going well?
Yeah. I've actually launched my clothing now, so it's all up and running. Official clothing, .co.uk. Literally Google it, and it's literally the first bit on the top there. So you can't miss it.
Fantastic. I might have to purchase one myself, so you never know.
Thank you.
Cool. Leave your details, and I'll just do it over when I get paid. Listen, I was going to talk about Spurs and talking about Antonio Conte, and I just heard a bit of stuff, and according to Gianluca Di Marzio, and he's come out on Friday afternoon, and he's basically saying that Conte is leaning towards turning down the move to Spurs as their manager, which is a shame because he would have been fantastic fit for the White Hart Lane club. And listen, and he's come out and he said that what's he come out and say? He's basically saying the doubts on Conte's end are especially down to the potential competitiveness of the squad and view of next and subsequent years. He also feels the technical gap of other bigger teams is honestly very big and would be difficult to bridge. So he's basically saying that Spurs are not as big as the big five. That's what he's basically saying. And it's a bit harsh. And he thinks it's going to take a good couple of years to bridge that gap, especially if Harry Kane leaves the club. So it does look like he's going to come to Spurs, but that's not official yet. But Fabrizio Romano was the best person to see. Don't they look on his Twitter account. So what's your take on that, Flicks? Antonio Conte may not be coming to Spurs.
Well, how can I put it? He's basically saying he doesn't want to get part off. Look at your Poch days. 5 years, 5.5 years there. Wasn't backed one bit. Yeah, we got a few little players in, but it wasn't enough. We all knew that wasn't enough. There was Deadwood there that still is with us now. And Jose Mourinho, we've had now, and every club he's been at, he's delivered silverware. But coming to us, I said it before on your channel, is a whole different ball game. It needs to be backed. Wasn't backed. At the same time, it was like a vicious circle. Now we've even gone a step further back now. And if we're not careful, we're going to start going into the mid-table days like we were back in the early 2000s, where it was now, I can't remember. But that's what he's basically saying. He doesn't want to come to a club like us because he's going to get part off. He's not. He's thinking, am I going to get backed? Am I going to get treated how the past two managers were treated? You know, it's not a good look with Levy. Not a very good look. The thing is, Levy has to step up and actually physically and mentally say, I'm going to back whoever comes in 110%, actually put it on writing so we can all see it for the fans as well. We can actually see it. He's actually going to do something. If he ain't going to do that, then the guy can jog on. I've been saying it for many, many years now. A good 7-8 years I've saying it. And it's, I can't believe it's taken this long for people to finally wake up and see what Levy and Emirates are actually doing. And it's killing me to think where we were with the Poch days, nearly won the league, nearly won the freaking FA Cup, whether it was, nearly won the Champions League. We're always a nearly team. Always an nearly team. You get one foot over the line, you just can't get that other foot over the line. I'm sick of it. So that's what basically what Conte's saying. He doesn't want to get part off. There's other rumours of Poch maybe coming back. I'd love to see Poch back, but is he going to get that backing? That's where Levy comes in again. Is he going to back him? So I really don't know. I've got a very good feeling we're going to end up with someone with like what's his name, Graham Potter, one of them managers there. No offense to him, but
Steve Bruce.
Sorry,
Steve Bruce.
Nah, get out of it. No way. That's even worse. No disrespect to the guy, but that's even worse. That's going way back. Way back. I don't want that Deadwood there. Less of that. Less of that. No way.
Good job, man, Flakes.
No way.
I'm going to read the comments. You have a think about it, yeah? Got even John, hope you well. I'm fine, my guy. I've got some tools. Hey, John, you're good. I'm fine. His internet's playing up at the moment in time. It's just in the greatest, but I shall plug it along. And just chat with other people as well. Please do so. And you got Truls as well. Hey, Bruce might go to Spurs. The pundits are praising him. You're preaching to the crowd, Flicks. We have a weird words manager now. You do. I totally agree. Totally agree there, Truls. And Una. You're right. I understand what you're saying, man. I feel your pain on Spurs fans' pain. You got Daniel Levy. He's the owner of the club, right? And he just like to spend the money. He only spends the money the last bit of the transfer window. And basically, I mean, you got money there. You got a world-class stadium, world-class facilities, right? You got some top players at the club, such as Kane, Son, and Bell when he was there, so that sort of thing. Lloris and Alderweireld. You know what it is, right? I mean, you need about 5 players to make that team great again. Do you know what I mean? I can understand why Conte don't want to come to Tottenham if he doesn't want to go to Tottenham. And also, Poch, they need to be backed. Or any other manager want to come to Spurs, they have to be backed. And if you're not backed, then it's pointless. It's pointless coming to the club. Because when you're a manager, you have to manage. You have to let the manager manage. If you want that manager, you got to back him. If you don't, it's going to cause problems.
Yeah. It's like put it this way: Levy shot himself in the foot because he hasn't backed the managers, but at the same time he sacked them and he's got to give the guys a massive payout. Don't forget he's still paying Poch, and at the same time he's got to pay Jose, even though it's gone down a lot more than what the original payment was, but it's still a hell of a lot, you know. And that money could have gone towards players. It's like, what's the guy thinking? You know, it baffles me. It really does.
You're right. I mean, it's just very, very strange. And also, you could add Ari Helena to the list as well. Wandy Ramos as well, you know, and you got Jacques Santini along the way as well. But, I mean, Dan Levy's got money to burn, so he can do what he wants at the end of the day. But really, sacking help.
He's Mr. Moneybags. That's what I call him, Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah, and it's a shame because you look at the Spurs, you look at the stadium for it's a world class club, and you got the training facilities there. You got some terrific players, but surely, I mean, if I was a Spurs fan, surely Danny Lee's got to take a step back, like Ashley done to Rafa to a degree, and just pull it back and just give Antonio or Maurizio what they want. I mean, at the end of the day, you want to get to the top 4, you want to get close to the title, then you got to spend the money. If you don't spend the money, look at Harry Kane. I'm going to come to him in a minute, but you know, if Conte turns these down and Pochettino don't want to come back, he's going to turn to next.
Exactly. That's how it should be with these, whatever you want to call them, owners, chairmans, or whatever. They need to be there just for a bit of guidance and step back, let the managers, the coaches, what you want to call them, do the job. If Poch or Conte, whoever comes in, if they say, I want that player, go and do it. They should be allowed to get whoever they want, because at the end of the day, they're the ones building the team, building the squad, not the freaking chairman like Levy does, because the way things are going, it's like Levy does what he wants. He gets the players who he wants. Obviously, he got Bell back. That was Levy who done that. I guarantee that. At the same time, I'm not putting him down for that, because I'm glad we had Bell back, because he's still good in my opinion, and he's proved it. He banged goals in, and I hope we do keep it for at least one more season. Fingers crossed there. But that's Levy's problem there. He needs to be there for a bit of guidance, give the coach manager the money he wants, and that's it. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it. It's like at Newcastle as well. I mean, Mike Ashley only spends money who he feels like, you know what I mean? And they let Charlie buy the player, Steve Nixon buys the player, Steve Bruce got absolutely no say, comes in out, and that's a shame. I got, boy, I can't believe how much Xavier is getting paid. It's a total joke. He was on like £32,000 a week in Newcastle. Hard to get the ball first, right? He's just been released, by the way. They had him for 5.5 years, 2 loan spells, and being in the team, unbelievable. Our transfer policy is an absolute joke. It really, really is. I hope all Toon fans on me chat backs up on that one. I've got Ryan as well. Assuming Harry Kane leaves, where does this leave Spurs for next season if Harry Kane leaves?
Boy, a bigger hole than what we are in now, innit? Let's put it that way. A bigger hole. It's going to kill me, innit? But it's going to kill me if Kane leaves. But at the same time, I can't blame the guy, because he's a winner, and he's proved it. What, 2 or 3 golden boots in the Premier League? He's got a golden boot in the last World Cup. Who's to say he's going to get a golden boot again in the Euros? So he's a top player, top striker. And for people saying that Kane's not good enough, like what are they thinking? So it would kill me. It would kill me. But I'd love to see Kane stay. He's a homeboy through and through, and he's pretty much on the verge of beating the great Jimmy Greaves goal scoring record there, and we need to be building that team around Kane himself, Sonny, Bell if he stays for at least one more season, even Dele. A lot of people have been doubting Dele. Like, for me, I've said it again on your show, and I'll say it one more time. Dele has got it. We all know what Dele's got. He just needs to step up, like been given game time. He started to show it a little bit towards the end of the season. So, you got Dele there, you got Alderweireld there, who's still good in my opinion. We like Tongi and Belly as well. We have got players there, man. But it's gonna,
as well.
Yeah, Højbjerg as well. Yeah, man. Pierre Højbjerg, he's been an absolute beast this season in the midfield. So we have got the players there. Like, we just need, like you said, a good 5 or 6 players to build on that as well. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, you need to get those players improved very quickly. Even Thomas will be okay. And I've got Jules as well, Ashley Charlie. I've got Ashley Charlie, who's up there, gone soon. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Thomas, okay. And I think I've got one more here. I'll give it a John's bomb chum also. He means Joe Linton. Well, Joe Linton's not my player. Don't, please. But listen, you're right. I mean, yeah, you got Delhi to sort out as well, but they need. I'll tell you what, you need to get a manager in very, very quickly, because pre-season's coming up soon, and you need a manager in. This is the thing. You look at Italy. You look at Inter. Antonio Conte left. Replaced him with Inzaghi. Yeah, Lazio Inzaghi left. It looks like Sarri's going to go there. Hope so. I really hope he does, because it's great to see him back in town in football. But I do love Sarri, by the way. I think it's class. There you go. Why do you not get Maurizio Sarri? Why do you not take him? I think he'd be a fantastic guy.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Why not? Listen.
Nah. I'm down with Conte or Pochettino, innit? Me personally, I want Poch back, innit? Because we all know what he's done. The guy just needs to be backed, man. Just needs to be backed.
Wow. See what happens on that, man. So it's got to be those two. I don't really be Conte, by the way. And I've got a funny feeling it will not be Conte. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he comes to this. If he does, I'll be the first in the grannies, man. Yeah, we'll see. Tell you. I got Jules again. What does Flicks think of our possible takeover?
Of your possible takeover?
Yeah. I mean, if it goes ahead, that is, we've got arbitration starting next week, and it's going behind closed doors, and they're not going to tell us when it's going to happen. That is down to the clubs. It's going to tell us, let us know, and it'd be very, very interesting to see what goes on. I hope that it turns out good news by the end of the month or even next month, because about time that they see sense and pass our takeover. So obviously you might not know about it, but listen, at the end of the year, it needs a takeover, mate. And if it doesn't, our club, we're just going to be an absolute joke. It really will be. So got Ryan here. When I think of Spurs, I think of them being one team fighting themselves to be in the big club clique. All you guys have is being in the UEFA Champions League final and having a big stadium. Naught else, sorry. He's basically saying that Spurs, that being in the Champions League final, having a big stadium is basically not enough.
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. There's, put it this way, put it this way. A lot of people have been jumping on the bandwagon because there's been Spurs, especially on Twitter. Twitter's a good one, isn't it? You might have seen it yourself. A lot of people jump on a bandwagon on Twitter, like, how can Spurs go from being in a Champions League semi-final to a final and then going downhill? It's like, come on. You probably just been supporting Tottenham because we reached the Champions League final. Have you been supporting Tottenham from way back, like a good 10, 15 years ago? So yeah.
True, fair enough. I got said so. Not even Jesus himself can lift Tottenham back. It's a bit slow, and I got Ryan again. Spurs and Newcastle are equally as big, but in my opinion, I think Spurs are more ambitious than Newcastle. Let's be real. They've been in a couple of Champions League places there as well. They've been in a Champions League final sort of thing. Where have we been? We've been nowhere. But I can understand where he's trying for Ryan comes from. That's a good point, fair point.
Yeah.
Jeez, Tottenham are due a few years to probably rebuild. Son and Kane are done. Like, he thinks they're both done.
Nah. Son and Kane ain't done. They just need people around them. They need a good 5 or 6 players in. Like bloody hell, I could name. Let me name him, innit? Starting with the defense, innit? You got bloody Ben Davis, Sanchez, Sergio Aurier, midfield, Lo Celso, Sissoko. Oh, Doherty, not forgetting Matt Doherty, by the way. That's 6 players already. Did I mention Lo Celso? I did, didn't I? Lo Celso, Sissoko, Carlos Vinicius for me as well. That's another player. That's 8 players already. Winks, I hate to say it, my boy Winksy, homegrown, but for me, just not good enough. He plays too much side-to-side football. That's 9 players there. 9 players that we need to be offloaded ASAP. So definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
You need, come saying we need to get rid of them very, very quickly. But who's going to buy them? That's the thing. And most of them on big wages.
I know.
And that's the problem. Yeah. I've got Paul here. All arbitration is for us to decide if KSA as part of PIS and now tells. Let's hope that gets sorted. And let's hope that we get this takeover once and for all. And I've got Seattle rebuild is like a dramatic word of EPL. Liverpool and Chelsea turn it around. United, Arsenal, and soon Tottenham head in the same direction. I got Ryan again. Most Spurs fans I see think they are a massive club. I respect Spurs fans like Flick's in his opinion, and that's a good sign. Seattle, I like to see a small reform crew like Formula One cost caps and brought the field closer to each other. Premier League needs transfer caps, all the changes like Germany. You've got to bring them closer for better competition. Yeah, I have to agree with that one. Or even limit how many foreigners per level on field. No, that's the thing. I don't know that's going to change. I can remember years ago, you could have a few foreign players at any same time. That ain't going to change now. Football is a global sport.
No.
Never going to change. If they do that, they will lose a hell of a lot of money. And let me tell you that for sure. And we have 11 players at least to get rid of. That's Newcastle. Yeah, we do. I said that last week on the Keep Us All channel. Anyone haven't seen me Keep Us All channel, please check it out. See if you agree with us on that one. And then I've got, hey, Paul, I hope you are good. And Jules, there you go, just chatting each other, saying no. Yeah, so in your opinion, do you think Conte will come to Spurs? I don't think he will. Poch, he's left it open, hasn't he, really?
Maybe, because again, it's rumours again, isn't it? I've heard rumours that, especially with that Alistair Gold guy, who's obviously linked with Tottenham, he's been saying, and not only him, there's a few other people been saying the same thing. Basically, Poch has asked to leave PSG. He's actually asked the owners, the chairmen, what you want to call them, asked them to leave. So how true that is, don't know. But the clock's ticking, man. It's been like 2 weeks, coming up 3 weeks now since the season finished, and to think we still ain't got a manager yet, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And again, Tottenham have gone in the record books for being the only team to go out of to not have a manager for such a long period of time. It's stupid.
Yeah, this is the thing. I think your Spurs fans deserve that sort of thing. You pay a hell of a lot of money for season tickets, and also I think you and that's the thing. So you need a proper manager in as well for that sort of money. You need a proper manager, and also I think you need to react to your supporters as well, because it's just clearly unacceptable. Simple as that. And we've got Poya, Jules, and like Academy is totally being cleaned out. I'm not surprised. We don't deserve an academy, to be honest with you. They ain't gone enough. Jay, Newcastle fan, fat sham for Spurs. He means Big Sam. And then I said to Conte, the only issue was the salary. I think he can go there if they sort that out. I think he wants more. He wants more now. He's the man, the manager. He wants money as well. He wants to keep spending the money sort of until he gets a quality team, and also keep Harry Kane. So
he just wants that say so that he's got the control, because obviously, like I said earlier in this stream, he's seeing how Poch and especially Jose have been dealt with. You know, it's not a good look, not a very good look.
Not at all, at all. And if you don't get backed, like I said, you don't get backed by your chairman, then you got problems at this moment in time. And if you get the players that you don't want, that is going to open a can of worms. I'm telling you. That is why I tell you the story. Rafa Benitez told Mike Ashley, Joe Linton ain't worth £40 million. We don't need him, right? So Mike Ashley told him we got to get him anyway, right? So Rafa was in best pleased about it. And then when Steve Bruce come in, he said that in his press conference, and said that Joe Linton's going to get fans edge on the edge of their seats. He's a quality signing, but the problem is sort of thing. He's built like Anthony Joshua. The problem is he punched like a flyweight. Well, that's the problem. Do you know what I mean?
And he's a Brazilian, yeah.
That's the Steve Bruce. Oh God, let's say like him. Marquis is an Experts manager.
Less than that. Fucking hell, that's even worse.
And ask Flicks if he could collect the PE teacher only from us. He's a Man U fan. Would he take all it?
No way.
And then you got CC should apply for the Spurs job, John. I said that. But the thing is, though, right, Flicks, I mean, all these wonderful pundits, such as Gary Abadolo, Jeremy O'Hara, right, Perry Grove, all these talksport pundits, even Alan Bazzou are Mara, right? But at the end of the day, he's come and said that Steve Bruce has done a wonderful job. He got us 12th. What people seem to forget, and listen to John Gibson, Newcastle fans, listen to John Gibson, he talks absolutely sense. He said 1 win from 22 is unacceptable, sort of thing. Have people forgot that? They should look at that as well. 1 win or 2 wins in 21 games ain't good enough. I'm sorry, that should be the sack all day long.
But again, like with us, you know, he's not really been backed, has he? Not been backed, but you know, I still wouldn't take Bruce, because for me, he's just an average coach. That's it, you know. But he hasn't been backed.
Yeah, Flex, he's been manager. Steve Bruce has been manager in the Premier League for 23 years, right? And his highest position with a club was 9th. That was his highest position, yeah? So Mike Ashley did not spoke to Dave Whelan, didn't pick up the phone to Ellis Short in Texas, didn't pick up the phone from whoever it is, Villa or Palace or even Simon Jordan, and say what Steve Bruce is like. And they didn't even pick up the phone and let him know it's a character reference, see how crap he was, you know what I mean? So they got him. He's the gun because they think, because he's a Geordie, right? And he's going to appease the fans and keep the fans shut. Well, sorry, but this manager ain't good enough. He's an absolute fraud. He needs to start well. He should be sacked after Liverpool of last season, but it's what it is. I got Joe Linton linked with Spurs.
He's our next water boy. He's our water boy, isn't it? That's his job.
Yeah. He scored against you. He scored against you twice, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Yeah, that's about right.
I know. This is the thing. I mean, I've got one Pensetto, United fan, that orders a Newcastle, and he's quite right. Only cares to survive relegation. Nothing else. It's a shame, literally. Alan Shearer was trending while playing with them over the big six in this era. We used to be a big six at Newcastle, right? Back in 2001, 2002, even 2003. We finished third, fourth, and fifth. And then after that, when Bobby Robson left, our club just went downhill, right? That Graham saw this. Right? He was absolutely useless. Glenn Roeder did his best. Sam Allardyce didn't last long. Kevin Keegan got shapped around. Joe Kinnear, right? Chrissy Hooton, Alan Shearer, yeah? Chris Hooton again, Alan Pardew, right? Then we had John Carver. Then we had Steve McClaren, Rafa Benitez, and now Steve Bruce. We are an absolute joke. And let me tell you something, right? He better start right. If you don't start well this season at St. James's Park, we are absolutely shafted, I'm telling you. But still, we just come to that very quickly, and then I'm going to go on to talk about Son as well, because his contract situation. And she also knows Red Testad and Joe Linton's next job. Like I said, he's got a build like Andy Joshua, but he punched like a flyweight. And I've got Andy here. Hello, John. Hope you're well. Nice to see you looking well. Thank you very much, my guy. Colin, you got us. And keep that quiet because you got something. And Ryan said, Flicks, what Newcastle players would you take beside ASM? Who would you take apart from ASM?
What players? Sorry, say that again. What players?
Yeah, what players from Newcastle would you take? Spurs.
Like I said earlier, Joe Linton, he can be our water boy. Other than that, no one. Honestly. No disrespect there, innit? No disrespect.
Oh, wow. Not good. I know what you mean. But thing is, though, I mean, for me, if I was a Spurs fan, I'd take the Backer. I'd take if it's Puff ASM, I'd take the Backer. Who else would I take? I mean, that's about it. That is about it. Just the Backer for me. Yeah. And ASM. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Your keeper, what's his name? How do you pronounce his name?
Tabaka.
Yeah, he's not too bad actually. Yeah. Tell a lie. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. But other than that, no one. Yeah.
No, him and ASM. That is it. I mean, no disrespect. The players are just not good enough for me. Honestly, if I was Spurs, but no disrespect. I have to agree with you. I got Sato said Tottenham do get players that moves on to shine. Look at Modric, Real Madrid, Walker, Man City. I'm sure even past Keane and Son, they would get others in seasons to come. And talking of the latter, Son, he's got 12 months left on his contract. You need to get him tied down soon.
We do. I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't know. I think personally he's going to wait and see if Kane stays or goes. At the same time, who's our next manager going to be? I think he's waiting on that. At the same time, is Dele going to stay? Is Dele going to go? Is Bell going back to Madrid? Is he going to retire? I want Bell with the Bell situation quickly. I want Bell to stay for at least one more season because we can build that team around the likes of him, Kane, Son, etc. But at the same time, I've got a funny feeling he's going to retire after the Euros. Something's telling me he's going to retire. I hope I'm wrong because I do want Bell to stay for at least one more season. So I think going back to Sonny, I think he's waiting. Waiting to see what's going to happen there. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll see what happens. That sort of thing, it's just need to get that tied up sort of thing. But if Bell does retire, he's only 31 years of age, and
I know.
Let's be real, made a lot of money. He's made so much money. He's got enough to retire. That guy, and that's a shame. But he's a great servant, as a footballer sort of thing. And I got Jay as well. If I just get that pressed on, typical Londoner, Maxi would get into Spurs team. He would get into Spurs team, no question whatsoever.
So maximum, yeah. So maximum. He's got pace, isn't he? Yeah. He's got pace. He's got pace. So maximum.
Movement and chaos.
Yeah.
He's got movement and chaos, but at the end of the day, I mean, his final ball needs to be worked at this moment in time. And if you work on the final ball, you use it a bit more, gets crosses in. So his crosses are not the best, I've got to be honest with you. But if he gets that work, manager will be fine. ASM is too injury prone, and let's just get up again. To be by the best clubs, in my opinion. Yeah, I have to agree at this moment in time. But he has come out and said that he wants to see ambition. He has to see ambitions. If he doesn't get Joe Willock in the summer or anyone quality, then he's going to think about his future sort of thing. That's a shame because I love the guy. And if he goes and they don't go replace him for him, so point selling him and get Joe Willock. It makes absolutely no sense. You need to build on the team. Steve Bruce, as manager, needs to stand up actually now and say, right, what's going on? I need to know. 12 million budget ain't enough to change any fortunes at all. You know what I mean? He's only getting a £12 million budget. That's all he's getting. And for me, that is unacceptable for a big club like Newcastle. It really, really is. A slap in the face.
Yeah.
When you got
Leeds United, shambles.
It is. I mean, you got 75 million for Leeds budget, and you got 100 million for Burnley on the budget as well. So 12 million. I tell you something, Norwich City's after Christoph Aja as well. I did a transfer update yesterday, and basically that Bayern Leverkusen want him as well. Now, if Norwich come in and get him, then we had weeks to get this guy, and Norwich has come in, and we're going to get this guy. If they get him, then that'll be a slap in the face to Newcastle. I'm telling you something now, right? We are going to get left behind again. And I don't care what anyone tell us, Newcastle are not a fast forward thinking club, but just so unambitious. And ASM has made it clear, fix up or get out. Simple as that. I've got Lewis here. Who would you take at Arsenal, mate? Who would you take at Arsenal? Which place would you take?
A player from Arsenal, Saka. Saka all day long. Other than that, no one. No one.
Just Saka, and that's it.
Yeah, straight up. Just Saka, Saka, definitely.
Fair enough. What about Serge Aurier? How good is Serge Aurier?
Serge Aurier, he blows hot and cold, isn't it? There's some games where he comes to other games, he's just dog shit. There's rumours of him going back to PSG. For me, just get rid. Get rid. Not for you. Yeah. He
blows hot and cold, right? He blows hot and cold.
Big time. Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, he has some decent games. He has some poor games. He switches off at moments. Moments is good, and some moments he's just switches off in games. You know what I mean? That's a shame because for me, he's the top talent when he came, but obviously Spurs is just messed up sort of thing. And I've got see him again. He's sliding into Willock's DMs, begging him to stay. I'll tell you something. If we don't get this guy back, I'll tell you something now. ASM will be off. Please trust us on that. And I ain't gonna. I got Joseph Rose Smith, if I can remember his name correctly. He said it absolutely spot on. He's been linked to Aston Villa as well, by the way, according to me. Got it on.
Okay. That's interesting. Bloody hell. That's interesting.
This is the thing. Why do you not go for players like Rose Smith Rowe? Why not go for players like him? Look, we've got £120 million in transfer in the transfer deal. TV money, and he's not giving Steve Bruce technically. Wow, I don't know what's going on now. Really doing. I've got set that Aurier and Bailey are the same person, hot and cold plus wild tackles. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, man. That's what Aurier does, isn't it? With that hot and cold situation, he does silly mistakes. Yeah.
And you can't make silly mistakes like that. You just can't sort of thing, But So are you season ticket Netflix, or do you just do the watch-alongs?
Have I got a season ticket? Was that?
Yeah, or do you just do the watch-alongs on here?
No. Obviously, I do watch alongs and stuff, but I've only got the normal membership. There's no way I'm gonna go out and pay like freaking 2.5K for a season ticket. It's like put it in this situation. We ain't got a manager yet, a coach, what you want to call them.
Yeah.
You know, there's still that big question mark who's going to come in. At the same time, Levy has the cheek to throw out, you know, a payout for the season ticket holders to renew their tickets. You know, a lot of people, especially at Twitter again, a lot of people are coming out and saying, "I ain't paying another 2,500." You know, and you can't announce that manager yet. You know, I definitely wouldn't do that. Definitely wouldn't do that, because you would want to pay that to see a shambles of a season coming up, because the way things are going, it will be a shambles of a season. Like I said again, we'll be lucky to finish mid-table. Definitely.
Yeah, I have to agree, man, because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's like me. It's like I've got season tickets, and I want to know who's going to be my manager and who's going to be the owner of the club. I'll share the money. But
That's it.
thing is, so last season, we just got comments out quickly. I'm going to tell you a little story, right? I mean, I'll come to it in a minute. I've got Jules, hot and cold. Bruce thinks about his kebab being warm and his ice cream being cold. I've got Happy okay, mate. Newcastle are going to do next season. I'm predicting 19th place. No good players anymore. We lose ASM and we don't get replaced him. We are done. And then Callum Wilson might be going off in January in any case. But you know what I mean? But what it is, right, when Steve Bruce came in his first season, right, we were struggling to sell season tickets. So around January time, him and the chief executive Charlie talking about giving away 10,000 season tickets. Yeah. They're giving away 10,000 season tickets for free, right, for that season. And they still struggle to get it away. Do you know what I mean? I've never known a club that gives away 10,000 free season tickets. They must be absolutely desperate. And I'll tell you something now, right? If that is the way it's going to be, must be a desperate club, let me tell you. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a
and
shambles.
It's like Spurs. It's like Spurs going to how do I put it? It's just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Can you imagine Spurs giving away 10,000 free season tickets? Spurs, they never do that.
Levy, no. He's all about money, isn't it? Mr. Moneybags right there. He's a businessman. That's it. Thinks about money. That's all he does.
It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Guys, could you please like, subscribe, and leave comments in the sections down below, live and on the bottom if you can. And that'd be amazing. And thanks so much for joining me chat as well. And Ryan's done that. And Ryan said, John Aja is linked with Leverkusen. We know darn well he'll go over at Newcastle. Leverkusen were fighting relegation 3 years ago, and now they're in the UEFA Champions League. The ambition levels are in the Europa League this season, Ryan. So they were in the Champions League, but they're definitely in the Europa League. And you are right. I mean, the fact is, at the end of the day, right, here we are, our club, just tread on the water, sort of thing, scared of spending £6 million, right? And they're allowing him to sleepwalk to Leverkusen. So the guy's patient come to Newcastle. He's made it quite clear. And let's be real about it. I mean, he does want to come to Newcastle, but at the end of the day, he can't hang about. He cannot wait any longer. He has a decent game. You know, in the future game, it's value be rocking it sort of thing as well. This is the thing. We are missing top players. We really are. And that's Newcastle all over, because we are a draw club. We're just a charity case. I've got Rich Sports. Hi, John. I hope you're okay. He's another Manchester United fan. And, you know, he's a top guy on his channel a couple of months ago. He's a wonderful guy. Loves the Reds. And he's got the passion for the club. And he also said, if I can just get this up, thanks for being the guest on my channel before the United Newcastle game. Mate, you're absolutely welcome, my friend. And if you want to come on my channel anytime you want to talk about your team, your channel's always open. Please let us know, and I should get on my channel. And that'd be absolutely amazing. So, look, like I said, and Rich said, oh, thanks again, mate. Good to see your channel growing nicely. Hit the like and subscribe button. Great content. Thank you very much indeed. I've got 706 subscribers. And I came back for the second time in November, and it's just flown by. So can't wait. I've got a couple of people from Wales out of the way. I've told subscribe to my channel as well. So I'll give me a couple of rest. We're going to talk about song. But we're gonna talk about the players who've been linked in the summer. I mean, you've been linked with a few players in the summer as well, but it's the manager's going to be. You need a manager first, but do you think Pochettino will leave PSG to come to Spurs again? Do you think he'll leave? He's got a family in London, right?
Yeah.
Which is half the battle, and I think he misses his family. So
Yeah.
PSG is tripped contract a couple of years ago, right? They want him there. They want him to build a project at PSG. I mean, would you leave a club where you got world-class stars like Neymar, Mbappe, Verratti, right? And you also got Valencia as well, where he's gone back to Roma anyway. So is he going to leave them to come back to Newcastle? Not Newcastle, to Spurs.
I'd love to see it, but at the same time, he needs that proof of, is he going to get the backing? Because let's not forget the guy should have been backed when he was still with us, because he even come out himself and said, "Look, we've got the stadium now. We need the furniture, as in it's time to rebuild now. We need fresh blood." He come out and said that, so he knew what the situation was. But Levy didn't back him. He said, "Ta-da, time to go." So I'd love to see Poch back, but he needs that backing, 100%. And again, like I said again on the stream, if he comes back, I reckon Kane would stay. That means Son would stay. Fingers crossed, Bell would stay for another season. The likes of Dele would step up, because Del Boy, he was working tremendous under Poch. So if he comes in, then boys will stay. We just need 5-6 players to come in and help them boys, and we can step up to the level we was at. So fingers crossed.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, man.
Let's hope so, man. Because you want the best for your club, and Poch will be fantastic. Getting Poch is just like winning the league, but he hasn't won a trophy yet. By the way, he won the French Cup, he hasn't won a trophy, and he might get a couple of French players coming through. Something like Sven Botman from Lille. He's just won the French league, and he'll be a fantastic defender for you. So if you get him, he's a unit. And also, there's a guy from Wolfsburg, though, Lacroix as well. He plays for Wolfsburg as well, 6'3". He is absolutely classing, speedy class. And if you can get one of those two, I think you will have to battle. I think it's both decent players. And you've got NUFC just released a new video. Richie answering questions. Maybes. One is why he isn't scoring, because he plays a left wing back. That's why he's not been scoring goals. As simple as that. But so yeah, I mean, I was going to say, just quickly Newcastle talk. I mean, I know from outside in, do you think St. Max will stay at Newcastle? Do you think he'll be moved on?
I reckon. I don't know. That's a tough one, isn't it? But no disrespect, he's too good for Newcastle. Even that Willock guy, Willock and St. Maximin, they saved Newcastle's ass big time.
Yeah. They did. I mean, first half was Callum Wilson, the second half was Joe Willock, sort of. And Joe Willock, I mean, I gave him my player of the season. The reason I gave him my player of the season, because he made an absolute impact to Newcastle's season. There's two people who made an impact for Newcastle. I mean, three. Callum Wilson with his scores, Joe Willock with goals from 8 goals from midfield, 7 goals straight, excuse me, and Graham Jones were coming in and sort out the tactics. Sort of in the first game against Everton, it was his tactics that got us a 2-0 win against Everton, right? And they played a split strikers, a diamond formation, 2 up the top, yeah? That was not Steve's tactics, yeah? So after that game, Steve Bruce has told Graham Jones, look, keep your mouth shut. I'm managing the team. You go and sit in the stands, yeah? What a way to treat someone is trying to save your bacon, right? Possibly it's the sack, which I don't think actually we ever sack him anyway, even though we only won 2 games and 21 at the time. But that changed our season. Graham Jones come in. Steve Bruce can come out and say what he likes about, it's me, I've got him in, I'll get him in. No, he didn't get him in at all. That was like, actually, that was the board. Now do Steve Bruce. Simple as that. But the bottom line is, right, next season, I want to see changes. I want to see different formations. I want to see 4 at the back, not as 3 at the back, 4 at the back, a 4-2-3-1, or even play with a diamond, I'd take that all day long. But Seabrook play 5-3-2. He doesn't like change. He doesn't care, and that's why the players are unhappy with him, sort of thing. So I've got Chulskin and Ibaka. When he was back, don't forget him, John. I won't, because the guy is absolutely immense, sort of thing. Like, you know, you're right. I mean, he's been absolutely brilliant for us as well. Safe pair of hands, him. But the goals conceded, that's not down to him. It's the one thing I'm going to criticise about Ibaka, by the way, is distribution is not the greatest. Great shot stopper, safe hands. Distribution is not the best. Trust us on that. I don't care what Newcastle fans say. I've got around here. I'm glad that outside fans like Flicks and Lee Goddard recognise that Joe Willock, ASM, and Wilson saving us this season. Big up. He's saying big up to you.
No worries. No worries.
I'm a Lee Goddard
I'm only
fan
speaking
as
the
well.
truth, innit? I'm only speaking the truth. I'm not going to lie. Definitely.
You got it. You got that. The day. I mean, I'll speak the truth. It's also thing. I mean, I don't care what people say. I mean, people say about Joe Linton, right? People say, "Oh, they're playing in there. They're playing in there." He's only scored 6 goals since he's joined us. 6 goals he scored this season, and he scored. And if you average it, right, he scored goals every 11 games. It's 6.5 million a goal.
That's ridiculous. For a striker, and all that's.
It's ridiculous, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, listen, I mean, I don't rate Joe Linton. I know people make fun of us. They're saying, like, oh, I'm a Joe Linton fan. I'm not a Joe Linton fan. They take me making fun of it, sort of, which I don't mind, because I think it's great, but I just do not rate this striker whatsoever. And I'm sorry, but if they can ship him on, make a loss on him, get out of the way. But if he's going to stay next season, this is his final season. This is his last chance to make it huge. If he doesn't, then there's got to be questions got to be asked of this guy. There should be questions asked of him already, sort of thing. You know my feelings on Joe Linton. He's simply good at Newcastle United. He's just weak. I'm amazed. Check out John Gibson's channel. Everything's Black and White podcast with Andrew Musgrave. It's fresh. It's fantastic. Check it out. And I've got round again. Too many pundits. I've given Bruce credit for this season. Fans' opinion and pundits' opinion. Yeah, like I said to this, right? I mean, they're back in Steve Bruce. They think he's done a wonderful job. I can't mention names. There's too many names to mention. But the bottom line is, right, Bruce say he's the best thing. If he's that great, Flicks, if he's that good, why ain't your team, Everton, Palace, Wolves are after him, or even Celtic? Why are those clubs not after Steve Bruce if he thinks that wonderful? Why?
True. That's true.
You know what I mean? Because on this, so I certainly get a reaction from Newcastle fans, and then they know we'll bite back. But at the end of the day, we are not going to sit there and taking crap for these lot. We'll just say how it is, and it's simple. So I was going to read out TalkSport one day, but I just couldn't be asked anyway. I've got Jules Game. My dad's a Spurs fan, so have a dislike joke. But still, yeah, I watched. Do you ever watch other Spurs channels like We Are Tottenham and Chris Cowlins and Expressions as well?
Yeah,
I think I like the We Are Tottenham TV. By the way, I think Ben and Sim often is it Ben and Sim often they're both fantastic.
Ben and Sim.
I love their play ratings contents. By the way, you know what I mean. They don't have a growth sort of thing. You know what I mean? They're absolutely.
That's it.
For me, they got to be up there. I wish I had 78,000 subscribers sort of thing. But listen, at the end of the day, the subscribers I've got, I'm happy. If I get over 1,000, I'll be really happy, and I'll just go over there. It's best to have 1,000 genuine subscribers rather than 80 mixed subscribers who just hardly know. Do you know what I mean? But this is what it is. But Geordie here, Conte would be a decent appointment for Spurs, but he will demand the backing from the owners and Kane stay. Geordie, according to reports, earlier on, I don't think that's going to happen, mate. I just cannot see him coming to Spurs. I really cannot, because at the end of the day, he wants to be totally full, and he ain't going to get that from Daniel Levy. So that is a shame, because if you had him, I think he would have got you the title within 3 years, because he's so ambitious, Conte. I just do not think, I don't think Spurs can share this ambition. That's a shame. I got to choose. You have to get the same problem. You get the same problem as us. If Levy don't loosen up his purse strings. That's very, very true. So I was going to say that from your team, I mean, if you look at the players, who's been your player? I mean, he's got to be one name, but go on. Who's been your player of the season, and who's been the disappointment of your season?
Well, I've got a mixture: Kane, Son, and Højbjerg. So for me, it has to be Harry Kane. You know, he obviously smashed it with the goals. You know, golden boot again, but the assist as well. Bang the assist in. You know, it's just the way he finds a player and that pass. He can't do it with a free kick, obviously, but you know, with them mad passes, you know, from one end of the pitch to the other, you know, he can do them. So for me, you know, my player of the season, and he was anyway. He got that.
Mm.
So definitely,
Wow.
Yeah. Mm.
And the worst one?
The worst player.
I mean, disappointed with the one. Disappointed. I wouldn't say the worst, but disappointed. Disappointed. He's been like
disappointing. Do you know what? That's a tough one because I've got a few like the Celso. For me, I thought he was going to step up. He hasn't. Sergio, I'm going to say Sergio. You know, blows hot and cold. For me, I thought this was his season to finally step up the big time. Matt Doherty as well. Matt Doherty, you know,
yeah,
from his Wolves days, bombing up and down the wings, even scoring some goals. Coming to us, it's just been, you know, dead wood. Let's put it that way. Dead wood, definitely.
He's not a Spurs player, and he's not a Spurs player. It's a shame because I think Wolves will love to have him back. Wolves will love to have him back.
Of course they would. Yeah, of course they would.
They would.
Yeah.
I can't see it going back there, sort of thing. But he's got a 4-year deal there. So for me, our player of the season is going to have to be, well, I said Joe Willock. So because I gave him 10 out of 10 on my player ratings there. So I'm going to give it to Joe Willock. I stand by that. And Cam Wilson, very, very, very close second. But I could think of the worst player, the disappointing players of the season. I mean, it's got to be Hendrick. I could say Shelby. I can say Ryan Fierce. Ryan Fierce, if he's disappointed of the season because he doesn't want to be in Newcastle United. He don't. He does not want to be in.
Yeah, I forgot about him, you know. I thought he left.
Yeah. Well, it's just his attitude, man. I mean, you think he's left. He's actually nowhere has been seen. I mean, he plays more for Scotland than he does for Newcastle. His attitude, like it was at Bournemouth, right? It's just unacceptable. And he needs to fix up. If he's there next year, he needs to fix up very, very quickly. If he doesn't fix up, then get him out. In fact, I'd just make some money on him and get Joe Willock. It's as simple as that. Tell him, get Joe Willock. But no one ain't coming in after him as well, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I just got breaking news on as well for Newcastle commentating in the second. Just give him Viagra and he was stiffen up. And I just breaking news. According to Thomas, and I looked on NUFC 360, Andy Carroll has been released according to NUFC 360. So Andy Carroll has been released for Newcastle United. For me, I'm glad because he hardly played for us as well. It's a shame. Good in the past, but he has to be moved on. Let's be real about it. So I wish him the best wherever he decides to do next. So let's hope Dwight Gale goes in as well. Definitely not give him a 3-year deal. How are we, man? Got chose. Then we really need a new striker. We definitely need a new striker. And hope we get that in the summer. We need to because we do want. We're good. And Callum Wilson gets injured. We are knackered. I'm telling you that for now. But yeah, it's been released. I wish for the best in what we decide to do next. Maybe it could be in the Championship club. Maybe it's Bristol City. So you got a Bristol City fan. Oh, Annie Ruda. H. Robbins talk, and he's a lovely lad. He's only 13, and I hope he goes there. So yeah, I mean, just so you got any pre-season friendlies lined up, Flicks? Any pre-season friendlies lined up, or
I don't know. I've not actually heard anything yet. You know, nothing yet. Nothing. Nah, man. That'll obviously come out once the Euros are done. So
yeah. We got to go to Harrogate. We got to play York City. We got to play Burton Albion. Those are three who got to play at the minute. We're supposed to be going to Portugal. That's going to be in doubt as well. But we probably have a home game against a European team normally for the new season. But the fixture list comes out in just under 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time, roughly, innit? Yeah. Yeah. So that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
We'll probably get Leeds United away or Man U away. That'd be cool. First 4 games will probably be away to Man U, home to Leeds, home to Brentford, and away to Liverpool. That's 4 straight defeats right there. Let's be real about it. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't good enough. And I've got something I can say, get on this way to Albion. We had 3 strikers, now we got 2. We now have 2. This is looking real bleak and unless Takeover goes through. Jules, which Taker has to be goal. Otherwise, we are absolutely screwed. So, who would you like to play first game in the new season? I said Brentford.
Sorry,
who would you like to play? Yeah, who would you play? Which would you like to play first?
First game of the season, was that?
Yeah.
Someone like Brentford. One of the new boys. Brentford. As it's been a very long time since they was in the top flight. So something like 74 years, wasn't it? Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, 74 years. Quite a long time.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely a long time. Big up to Brentford because let's be real, they got the stadium for it now. They got the manager for it. They got the players to do it. They got Ivan Toney score 32 goals this season. Big up to him. And I think they stay up this season. I think they're going to stay up this season, Brentford. And I also think Watford's there. I think Norwich should just about make it. That doesn't bode well for us at the end of the day. But look at the teams that struggled last season. They need to be looking over the shoulder, that sort of thing, you know. Burnley is one of them. Yeah. Us. I do think one of the promoted teams will probably go back doing it again, but it's going to be between Watford and Norwich for me.
Yeah, me. The way things are standing at the moment, I can see Brentford doing a Leeds, finishing mid-table-ish. I've got the way things are going with you boys. You know, you'll be in the bottom 3. Burnley bottom 3. Brighton maybe in that bottom 3, and even like Norwich, Watford will be down there amongst that. But yeah. It will be interesting.
I think Brighton will stay up. And I tell you why Brighton stay up. They got a good defence, right? They got good midfield. There's Bissouma. Looks a quality player. He's going to be world class in Bissouma. In the midfield.
Wasn't he with Arsenal, though?
Yeah, he's linked to Arsenal. He's been linked to Liverpool as well. And I think out of the 2, I think he'd go to Liverpool. Bissouma would be going to Liverpool for 50 million quid. And if that happens, that'll be a cracking deal for Brighton and Liverpool. So he is an absolute decent player. I do like him.
Yeah.
And let's be real about it, I think he's destined for the very top, this player. I really do. And he didn't cost that much for Brighton, you know. But what Brighton needs is a forward. They need a striker. Tammy Abraham will be perfect for Brighton. To get him, I think Brighton will be in the top 9.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No doubt about it. Yeah. And I think Graham Potter realised now he needs a striker. He realises that. And he realises very, very quickly. And I've got George NUSC. I think Carroll's also going to West Brom. That's when Thomas. If they get him, whoever it is, if he stays fit, then that's done deal. We need to take over. Even if the PIF goes, let's hope. Well, we need a takeover. We need this arbitration case to go through. Hopefully at the end of the month. Let's hope so. And then everything be hunky dory. So yeah, because they've been on for nearly an hour sort of thing. Gonna wrap up in a minute. And so what are your plans? You got any more channels to do? Any more channels you're gonna do this weekend or?
Probably not this weekend, no, but obviously I was meant to do a couple this week, but due to other circumstances, but I will be jumping on my channel very soon, obviously talking about our new manager, signings, Kane, the Kane malarkey, Son, all that stuff. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, just sort of thing, like, come and watch it as well, by the way. If you do go, come and watch it as well, which I think is great. And you got some cracking channels there, by the way, and check it out. And anyone haven't watched his channel, I'll get his address in a second. I've got Jules again. We get PIF, but would take anyone who wants to take our club upwards. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Whoever comes in, right, then it was a Jim Pallotta sort of thing who used to be at Roma sort of thing then, yeah. Get him in sort of thing, see what he does with Newcastle. He's done well with Roma. 2 seconds, third and a fifth as ownership. And yeah, he's done a cracking job there. So yeah, I do watch a lot of Italian football and yeah, long may it continue sort of thing. So I've got Jules there. Your new manager, Mark Hughes? I don't think so. It better not be first as well. I don't want any name me. Well, let's be real about it. No, but next one, policy boost. That's what I'm waiting for still. So, like, I'm going to wrap this up. And, I mean, thanks for coming on. Before I let you go, right, first of all, did you enjoy coming on my channel again?
Of course I did. Of course I did. Yeah, man, I love it.
Fantastic. And great stuff. Glad to that sort of thing. And can you tell the viewers where you're gonna find your channel to, and where do you find you?
Yeah, my YouTube channel. Literally, it's only one THFC. If you type that in on the YouTube channel, my Insta, obviously you can see it there. Flicks__1. My Twitter is, I've got to think now because so many socials. My Twitter is only one Flicks. And obviously my clothing line, which was launched a couple of weeks ago, it's obviously called Official Clothing. The website for that clothing is officialclothing.co.uk. So literally type that on Google and it'll be the top one on that very first page. So click on that, and I've got hoodies in black, t-shirts in black, white, red, and blue, and caps as well.
Fantastic. When I get paid, I may get one myself, sort of thing. So send some link and then on myself. So that'd be fun. And I really appreciate that, man. But listen, you'll be a great sport, and I really hope you get Conte or Pochettino in your club, sort of thing. I really do.
We'll see.
Me listen, man, and let's hope you take the club, that you get back into the top 4 next season, alongside with Arsenal, Man U, Man City, and whatever it may be, sort of things. It'll be tough because Chelsea's in the way, Leicester's going to improve, Liverpool's going to improve, and look, at the end of the day, it's just we've got to go for it, sort of thing. But listen, thanks for coming on. But and it's been a pleasure. But don't go away yet. But guys, if you come to the channel, could you please like, subscribe? And it's John Sinclair, and also go on to Flick's channels as well. And he's a great guy. I'll be back tomorrow to do my player of the season. That'll be fun and games. I'll be doing a stream on that. I've got my 11. He's my team of the season, and I'm going to do that sort of thing. And yeah, like I said, one of them is going to be Bissouma as well. So I get one a clue. So definitely pick him. And the rest of you are going to have to wait and see. But thanks for coming on. Thanks for Flicks. Thanks for joining us. Have an amazing and listen, have a fantastic weekend, guys. And remember all the time, we're the lads.